afternoon, wherever you are. Hope things are well. Going to do what we always do and have a conversation about self-improvement. Positive vibes only, no drama, no politics. We're just here to, here to get better each day. So we're going to have a chat. We'll see where it goes. We'll wait for some people to get in here a little. We'll see when they appear. All right. You got your headphones? Okay, you're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're all sorted. Susie's just running off for a workout, so I will do a workout on here. I think today I'm feeling in a good mode for a workout today. What else is going on? We got monetized. The memberships have just been approved, so we got that. We got that yesterday. Hey Ethan, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. How are things? How is life? Hey puppy, say hello to everybody. Yeah, say hello to the internet. But yeah, just I was a bit disappointed to not get that shed down all in one go yesterday, but it is what it is. I gave it my best go. How am I? Oh, I'm fantastic, bro. Yeah, getting monetized on YouTube for me is just a big step. It's just one of those milestones. It's like getting the 100,000 sub plaque. It's just one of those things. So yeah, it's real cool. Real happy with that. How you been getting on, dude? How's things over in your world? Oh yeah, we're just gonna have a chat at the moment. I'll probably do a work stream later today or workout or something. We're gonna do another stream later today. I'm making sure I try, and almost every day I'm on here. Occasionally I'll take a day off, but not often. How am I doing? Yeah, all right, Lightwood. How about yourself, man? Thank you very much. Shout out to Lightwood. He was the first ever donation of the channel. So there you go. So thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated. Just yeah. Oh man, I'm burnt out a bit at the moment. Well, I'm not burnt out. I'm just making sure I'm taking it easy, not pushing myself too hard. Like yesterday, I could have really slammed myself through that. I nearly went down today. I was going to go down and just finish pulling down that garage today. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna take a little break. We'll go next week. I'll get things a bit more sorted here because we are just full up here with all the garage work going on and that. So it's all good. A bit later today, I'll unload what we did bring up on the trailer and all that. Congrats on the monetization. Thank you very much, Ethan. Much appreciated, bro. So, basically, with the memberships, they are, if people want to support the channel, there's not really many perks for them. I'm going to do the custom emojis. I've put that on it, so I've got to make some custom emojis in the next couple of days. I've got to figure that out. But the membership levels are purely if people want to support the channel. I didn't want to paywall anything, being a self-improvement channel. When I was struggling and suffering, I don't want people to not be able to access the information because it's paywalled, right? So there isn't too much to the members. There's one that's called Supporter, $5 New Zealand a month, and the other one is like $18.99 New Zealand a month for Mate, which is just like you're a really big supporter of the channel. The options are there. I don't expect anybody to go for the higher one, to be honest, unless you really want to, right? So, but yeah, again, I'm not keen to do member only streams. I might do some member only streams later that are more of a chat or something, but I just don't want to be paywalling information. I don't think it matches with my channel and what I've said I would always do for you guys. So that's the situation there. I won't harp on about it, but am I a Republican? I don't do any politics here, and I don't do any religion, bro. This channel is about focusing on your own life. This channel is about cutting out the distractions and all the runnings of the world that are beyond our control. And it's about actually responding to that and solving those problems in your life. And the way to do that is by putting action at your own life. So that's what I do here, bro. But I appreciate the question. My German Shepherd looks adorable. Thanks, mate. Yeah, this is Heidi. She's 3.5 years old. Hey, puppy. She's about 3.5 now. So yeah, it's Heidi. She's also a bunny rabbit. Yeah. Very gentle, aren't you? How's everybody going today? What's going on? I need to probably put a poll up. Should we put a poll up? Oh. Oh no, I can't have enough characters to add that. Oh, that's no fun. Ah, well. Sorry, I'm just getting we'll get a thing up here. So feel free to obviously just answer in the chat on that one. We'll get a topic going. Oh, of course I didn't spell it right. Typical. Typical. No, not what. No, not what. What is New Zealand accent? Improve. No, we want to spell these. I have very big thumbs. Okay, give me a break, chat. There we go. Conor McGregor is back. Conor McGregor's back. Conor McGregor, greatest Irishman of all time. You're a safe fighter. More laughter. Love German Shepherds. Yeah, won't have one for a very long time. That was my situation, man, as a kid and stuff. I really wanted to have a German Shepherd, but it didn't work out. My mother didn't like, I wasn't allowed a cat or a dog or anything because my mother didn't like animals sort of jumping up on her and that. So I had a goldfish. I had a pet frog. So yeah, it took. That's what happens, man. Like most of life is, when you're an adult and you can create the environment, right? I don't think you should eat vegans. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm going to catch up on the chat here. Hi, Micah, or is it Mika? How do you say that? Is it Mika? Should be Mika, I think. Mentality, yep. Look, gnarly, I love my look. I appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Trying to, I had some longer hair, a longer beard. I'm trying to be a bit more clean cut these days. A bit more, a bit more respectable in society. We live in a society, right? Rob, hey brother, Rob M, Real and Raw. Shout out to Rob, Real and Raw. That is formerly Depression Talk. So if you're looking for another channel sort of similar to this and deep conversations about mental health and stuff, Rob M, Real and Raw. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I'm sure people will get used to it. It's a good name. I do like it. But good to see you all. Happy Father's Day. Yes, I believe it's Father's Day in America, not in New Zealand. I think we have it at a different time of year because we had it not long ago. So not sure on that one, but yes, happy Father's Day to people out there. What's up, all? Happy Sunday. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you. Alice, good to see you. Nada, whoa, everybody, how's it all going? No, I have Nada, I have ADHD and autism, man. So thankfully for me, I get all the benefits with none of the cost. So yeah, man. Hope that answers your question rather than an accusation. I hope that fills you. Enduring shit. Yeah, it helps to endure shit in life, man. It helps to push through, right? That's how you're gonna. Pressure creates diamonds, right? So that's how you're going to move forward in life, is by focusing and believing in yourself, enduring through things. This is what separates you from all the people who give up. Things get hard and they throw in the towel. As long as you keep going and just consistently, a bit at a time, you're going to make that progress, right? Greetings from the Czech Republic. Bijlu? Oh, I'm not sure how to say that, but hello, greetings, Czech Republic. Where are you from? I'm from India, your new subscriber. Jivan, New Zealand, man, New Zealand. Thank you for the subscription, man. I do appreciate it. You bullied me in second grade. I will never forget you. No, I most definitely never bullied anyone at school, mate. I was the one being bullied for being autistic and ADD. I got put in special ed in the end. I got put in a little back classroom, mate. I think you have to analyse why we struggle. Sometimes it's unnecessary. Oh, most definitely, Cyber. And a lot of it can be self-created struggle, right? In the mind, you imagine a situation and you see every way it could go wrong, and you amp up something, and it just never happens, right? It never comes to fruition. It never lands. That's about 80% about what. That's why the thoughts in your head are not you. The thoughts in your head are they're just thoughts, so you don't have to action them all out, right? So you get urges and stuff, and desires to do things. Those thoughts are not you as a person. It's just the subconscious. It's trauma. It's just dark thoughts and things. They aren't you. They're only you if you action them. So it's all about your control of your. This is what emotional control and regulation is, right? They call it the call of the void. Say you stand on top of a high mountain and you go, oh, what if I jumped, right? You stand, you stand on a cliff, or you have these thoughts while driving, for example, things like this. These are all things. It's known as the call of the void. It's a very interesting topic to look into if you want to Google that, call of the void. I am not an American, my friend. I am from New Zealand. What have you been doing lately? I've been keeping busy and working through the pain. That's fantastic, Alice. Don't work through too much pain, mate. Make sure you're looking after yourself, though. Don't punish yourself too much. You love my Adam's apple, great neck. Oh yeah, I have a wide neck from motorcycling mostly, actually. From having a helmet on my head and all the wind and all that. That'll give you a wide neck if you're looking for those neck gains. It's comes from motorcycling. Do you watch cricket? No, I don't watch any cricket. Lonnie says your well-being. Lonnie, how do you think you could improve your well-being? What do you think would alleviate that for you? Let me know. Just deleting the child. Yeah, you're good, Ethan. Just spot on, man. Just delete them or give them a 10-minute timeout if they persist. Sweet. Happy days. Really appreciate a shout out to my mods real quick. Really appreciate it. I know you guys have to deal with a lot of crap. No politics, guys. I don't do politics. This is a self-improvement chat, right? This is for people looking to get better. So if you're here to talk about politics and just troll and stuff, I would appreciate if you move on. This is a channel for people who actually are struggling in life, right, and need help. So if you've ever known if you're a troll, if you've ever known anybody in your life struggling and suffering, and the world's crashing down on them, you're interrupting those people getting help and being able to ask questions. So, you wouldn't like it done to you. If you were suffering, right, you wouldn't like it done to you. So if you can be respectful of my chat, I would appreciate it. Okay, sorry guys, I am gonna, Ethan's got it. Thank you, Ethan. No, we're not showing the view outside. We're having a chat inside at the moment, mate. We're having a chat inside. Hey, buddy, Daniel Z09, how are you, bro? Live in a van. Yeah, I'm in a caravan at the moment, building my own cabin, garage and stuff. So we did a live yesterday. I've been pulling down a new garage. I put a couple of shorts up just before, guys. I put a couple of shorts up about me and Susie were tearing down a garage yesterday, so that's going to be the second cabin. So we got most of it done and have to unload the trailer today. So yeah, that's the situation. Oh, is that right? Have you got something to add to the conversation? Anything else? No? All right. Thanks, Heidi. Thank you for your valuable input there. What upset you about that? Was it because I wasn't here all day? Did my mate had to come around and look after you for the day because we were away, eh? Yeah. You said? It's all right. I'm back. You're back. We're good, dog. I'll catch up on the chat. Whoa, we're getting some chat here. Okay. Which breed dog? She's a German Shepherd. All right, guys, we're going to have to auctioneer speed through this. You never know when you're going to struggle. That's it, man. That's it. That's why you want to have your mind strengthened, right? You want to be built. You want to be prepared for those situations that come, right? You want to be prepared for what arises. That's what life is. It's a lot of it is learning and, being ahead of the curve if you can. Make it so you can, you want to build discipline. Like this is what you'll get through the gym is you build discipline, and that's going to transition into every other aspect of your life, because life runs on the same mechanics. So if you build discipline that you're doing push-ups and it's, I've got to do a couple more, I'm going to do a couple more reps and really push through. Or when you struggle with something else in life, you get to that point, it's like, I'm going to push through and do a couple more reps, right? It all translates over, of course. This is why it's training, What's it like over there? New Zealandy. I don't know. You'd have to be a bit more specific. Phil, how's it going? Good, Phil. Thank you very much. Very good, actually, Phil. We just got monetized on YouTube. I've just added members today. We got our first super chat. We had super chats yesterday and got some super chats from Lightwood, Bear, and there was one other, and I'm blanking on the name all of a sudden. I'm sorry. It won't let me view who it was after. I can't find that yet. We'll figure it out. Ben, I've seen enough crap from you, bro. See ya. Right, let's carry on. Oh, I am trying to keep up with the chat. Give me a moment, folks. I've got a bit behind here. I think most people use politics as kind of an excuse to not improve and look at ourselves. I will speak no more of it. No, you're bang on. Like, that's the level of which I will discuss politics and things, is that it's not relevant, right? So I got to itchy nose. It happens on camera. Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's so much better. Oh, I am human. I am a human, but nobody wants to see me itch at my nose. You know what that is? Fight or flight from live streaming. You start to the histamine system activates. That's why you'll see streamers do it. I'm learning. A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. Remember that. Yeah, that's a good statement as well, Daniel. Most people use politics as an excuse to not improve. Yeah, it's excuses, right? It's like the people can justify anything, right? If you want to look at it that way, if you want to look at all the reasons you can't do something, you'll never do anything, right? It's like successful people are pursuing what they're pursuing, and they're willing to go through it, and something's going to come out the end of it, which is like where I'm at in that process is building up. Yeah, I'm living in a caravan. Yeah, people will give me crap about it, but the long game is I know where I'm doing, I know where I'm heading, and you know that's the message I'm trying to get to people is you keep on pushing through. You want some. He wants more brain cells. Murph wants more brain cells. Well, there are therapies and things and microdosing and stuff people do apparently, isn't there? That might help you. You could look into that. Toolbox. An East Australian, such characters. I'm from New Zealand, Wesley. Is that the same Wesley? I'm sure that's the same Wesley we always have that always calls me Australian. Hey, Wesley, how are you, mate? Take a moment there. Nice, congrats. Am I a Michael Jackson fan? I was as a kid. I actually went to his New Zealand concert. My parents took me along to the last Michael Jackson concert in New Zealand, funnily enough. Can you give any relationship advice? Yes, if you're more specific. What relationship advice? What are you looking at on that? You were spoiling some stuff like a shed or garage last time. What do you mean spoiling? I was building my garage floor here on live last couple of weeks. Yesterday I was tearing down a new garage that I'm bringing home. So I got half of it done. We'll have to go back and get the rest of it soon, but that's the next cabin / shed. Running out of room. Change your outlook on life, focus on what I can control and to contribute to society. Yep, I love that, Lightwood. That's fantastic, bro. Yep. Changing your outlook on life, focusing on what you can control and serving others, right? Am I living in an RV? Yes. Living in a caravan, dude. I'd live in a cave if it was legally allowed. Good to see you live, watching from Bahrain. Awesome, man. Good to see you. I think you'd be the first person from Bahrain we have. I think you came in once before. You were here the other day, Neri, weren't you? How are you British? No, I'm not British. I'm from New Zealand. Look like Kane Williamson. Oh, have I almost caught up on this? How much chat have we got? Yeah, I've caught up on the chat. Hi, bro, from Indiana. Outpost, being a better father. Fantastic goals, bro. Fantastic. It's day by day with all this stuff, right, guys? If you want to improve your life, it's a day by day process. You're not going to change your life and build your dream life in a week, right? You can't go to AI and go, very rich business, make me rich next week. I want to spend 2 hours. And, it's going to take some work and some understanding that you're at where you're at, and you can build up. We try and change too much at once, right? So it's just a day by day process. Want to talk with someone you have no friends? I always got friends here, Indiana. This is what we do is we support each other here. It's a positive chat on self-improvement, right? Cut out the distractions of the world, everything beyond our control, and move into what we can control and how we can actually affect our lives, right? Because that's where something can actually happen. That's where something can be created. Create your outcome. Cool. Same page? Good. Small, consistent, long-term, small and consistent, long-term over big, powerful, short-term. Yeah. It's the daily, like, some days you're going to feel like crap and you'll do very little, but it's all about moving that needle forward day by day, day by day. It's like those days where you're tired and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go sponge Netflix. Do an extra 10 minutes of work, do an extra 15 minutes, and it's all gonna be a reward to you later. It's all gonna pay you back later. All right, broski. G'day, Morgan. How are you? What's the Brad Pitt movie where he lived in a caravan and fought? Oh, the Pakey. You like Dags? That was Snatch. That's one of my favourite movies. That one. That's a Guy Ritchie film. Snatch. Yeah, Brad Pitt, they put him as a pikey because he couldn't do an English accent. They actually had a different role. They had to write the character for him when they realised he couldn't do a British accent, so they made him a pikey you could barely understand. That's the story of that movie. Yeah, good movie. That Guy Ritchie movies, great films. He also did Rock and Roller. He did Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, the new The Gentleman, and the movie and the series, The Gentleman. If anybody's seen that, it's all Guy Ritchie stuff. There's on my channel playlist, there's a playlist called The Content That Changed Sort of My View on Life, right? And there's a video of him with Joe Rogan doing an interview. I do suggest everybody watches it. Hi. Nerd Girl, hello, how are you? It was hilarious. Yeah, brilliant movie. Yeah. Why do I want a caravan with no fucking wheels? Venom, I went live on TikTok earlier, had 55 live viewers. Belief in positivity and manifestation is real. That's it, Ethan. That's it, man. It's what you believe is what you're going to get. What you tell yourself is what you're going to get. If you tell yourself you're not going to make it, if you tell yourself you can't do it, you're going to get what you ask for. I used to think that was, hokum. It's hogwash. It's people talking crap, but it's not. It's you stop focusing on the negative, you stop looking at the politics, you stop looking at everything you can't control, and when you turn that lens on yourself, not in a hate yourself way, in a, okay, well, I'm here, and I'm going to, admitting where you're at, and then trying to just improve on it. That's where you're going to affect it. That's where you'll change it, right? Is everyone in New Zealand tall? I don't think so. What's my height? I'm 6'2". In school, my nickname was Shorty, funnily enough. I was the shortest kid in school. I left school at 16, and I was still the shortest kid in school. I believe that was mostly down to the ADHD medications stunting my growth and stuff. So yeah, I got off the medications at 18 and went shot up, Physics graduate, but due to low marks, I have no job. Live alone. That's all right, Indiana. Sometimes rock bottom, they talk about hitting rock bottom. Sometimes it has a basement. You've put in the work, you've studied, you're not able to get a job with that at the moment. That doesn't mean you're a failure, man. That means the system has failed you. Because that system used to work. You could go to university, go to college, you could get educated, and there was a job out the other side. Now there's not. Now there's a job for 2 people out of the 50 who graduated, So that's a strong dose of reality, I think, for a lot of people, that you're told to live the system the way it is, and parents tried to raise us the best they knew from their parents or their own experience, See, that's what I understand. Like in my 30s, it's like my parents I was already around when my parents were my age, they were still raising themselves and trying to raise 2 children, So like I learned a lot about giving grace to my parents' mistakes and stuff, like expecting that they would have raised me perfectly or something, You got to understand they did the best they could with the circumstances, So again, it's about taking it on yourself and understanding you're in charge of your life now. Life is self-assignment, right? Yeah, she's having a sleep. She's having a nap. I've got another dog there as well. He's napping too. So this is Miss Heidi. She's out cold at the moment. Leave her be. She's the site supervisor, mate. You apologise? What are you apologising for? Sound like an Australian Kia Star. I don't know how. It's all right, bro. It's a very, very similar accent. Can I give some advice or something like tips? Sure can, Indiana. What do you want to pursue next? You need to aim at something, right? So you've studied, you've put in all the work, you haven't got a job out of it, and now you're probably going, well, why am I going to pursue something else? Because it's probably going to be the same thing. But it's not going to be, because you've learned the lesson from this. You've learned that you studied, it didn't go that way. So where is something you can now pursue that you're actually passionate about, that drives you, that you can start doing, Maybe you start your own business. Maybe you work in a totally different industry. What do you want to do? It's your journey, right? So it's not about. It's good to have, as you said, about friends and stuff. It's good to have friends, but that's not going to fill a hole if you have it in your life, right? So you want to structure your life and serve yourself first. Make sure you're looking after you and what you want. Then you're going to meet the friends in that environment, right? So if you, like for me, I took up motorcycling as a hobby, and for the next 10 years all my friends were motorcyclists that I rode with and hung out with, and that, right? So it's all about where you want to place yourself in the world, I appreciate the good chat, guys. It's been a really good chat so far. We've only been on 25 minutes. I'm running like an auctioneer to keep up, but we're doing it. Self-esteem, James. James, for self-esteem, bro, I would honestly say start doing push-ups, bro. That's usually what I do on live. Occasionally we have workouts on here. Just do like 100 push-ups a day, bro. And some pull-ups if you can. That's going to build up your shoulders. It's going to build up your posture. It's going to stop you being like you've been looking at a phone. That self-confidence. A lot of it comes from how you carry yourself. If you're slumped over like that's everywhere and shuffling around, you want to pick yourself up. The other thing for self-confidence is a really clean environment around you. and doing what you can with that, so you wake up and, you're not surrounded by tasks to do. So you want to have all your tasks around you done. At least your room, your space organized, right? For me, that was like I'd hoarded up boxes of stuff. My room at my old place was an absolute mess, and it took me 2 weeks straight of cleaning and sorting through everything, and I cut it all down. Since then, I went and bought heaps of car stuff, and then now we're doing that process with the garage, and that's more like a 2-year, 3-year process of cutting down and reassessing and shifting now, And I have to go through that. Like, I'm not passionate about building these cars anymore that I have. I'm not passionate about that side of the path. I want to focus more on building stuff that's more creative that I'm passionate about, But I still have to clear up that, and that's what I'm going to have to go through for the next 2 or 3 years. But that's all right. That's the price of pursuing it and making some poor choices, Stream going pretty successful view-wise. Yeah, Ethan, we've got a good lump of people in here today. A whole heap of great questions from the poll there. So if you have a question, just ask, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I think the only question we won't get is how can I be less shy? Because they won't say it to me. But mate, as always, guys, feel free to tune in and listen, and through the conversation, maybe you'll get your answers. I'm happy, of course, for people to be in the background. I get that quite a lot. People reach out through Instagram and stuff and be like, "Man, I've been watching you for months. I just don't chat, but like your stuff's really helped me." So shout out to those people if you're in the background, just hanging out, listening. I hope it's helping you. I hope there's something of benefit. I guess there is, or you'd leave. Mark is putting lots of effort in to help you guys with all this and stuff. Words of advice, take them on board. Don't just listen and take no action. That's it, Ethan. It's all about taking the actual action, right? You can think about things, you can learn more, you can listen to someone like me or whoever. The only thing that actually moves the needle forward on life is actual actioning it, right? So that's where you have to switch your brain off in just 5 minutes. That's all it is. You switch the brain off, you go, I'm going to do 10 minutes of that thing I don't want to do. It's a way of tricking the brain. It's the main thing I advocate for. If you're overthinking, if you're like, oh, I haven't done this, whatever, you know the drill. I don't have to lay it all out more in, right? So just go, brain, shut up. I literally tell the thoughts in my head going, oh, but you couldn't, oh, this could happen, that could. Shut up. We're going to just go do 10 minutes at it, no matter how much I don't want to. Oh, but, shut up. And once you put 10 minutes at it, you just feel a bit better, You can come back after that, put in another 10 minutes, Can you ask my name? Sure can. My name is Mark. I subbed. You're all right, man. Thank you, Tiz. Tiz what Tiz. Thank you, bro. I don't have favourite celebrities, man. As such. No, I'm just going on my own journey. I might become a celebrity myself. The rate this channel's going. It's good. Can be like Tony Robbins. I'm not really joking either, but I'd like, I don't want to be like that level of it, but you know what I mean? Just want to help some people. Most welcome, Neri, most welcome. So I will mention it again. I will mention it occasionally throughout the stream, just so everyone's aware. We've just got monetized on YouTube, so now we have super chats, we have memberships. The memberships, I'm just covering this real quick, I'm sorry. The memberships, I've made sure I'm not paywalling anything. So there isn't any member-only live streams. I've done member-only shorts on the most expensive level one, which is just like for if you really want to support the channel, right? But as far as the memberships, I don't want to make it so you have to be a member to get the self-improvement content. I don't want, because when I was depressed here and struggling, which is now what I talk about and I try and help people with, I don't want to mean you have to pay to get that information. I'm not a course seller or something. So the memberships are only if you want to support the channel and if you can afford it. Please, if you're struggling and shit and you cannot afford it, please do not donate to me. Please do not do not get a membership or anything. If you want to be a big supporter of the channel and help other people, then you can gift memberships and stuff, right? You can gift a membership to someone, which means it helps me buy more equipment, it helps me build the channel, it helps me help other people. So gifting memberships is probably better than just super chatting or something. I don't know. But I just want to cover it. I'm just covering it. I hope that's okay with everybody. As I said, I never wanted this channel to be about making money, but it does cost money to run a channel and buy equipment and all of that. Ideally, I want the money to come from long-form content where it's YouTube paying me AdSense revenue. I don't want it to be all through memberships and super chats and stuff. So, yeah. So, I'll be doing that. Well, no, this is view on demand live. So along, what I'm talking about is on the actual videos tab, where it's, if you get 1,000 views on that, you get $15. If I get 1,000 views doing a live stream like this, I get 1 cent, 1 to 3 cents. So you know what I mean. It's a very different thing. But yeah, I just wanted to cover that. So we'll. Sanzu wants to work on finances and your mental health. Fantastic. Those are good goals. That's a good goal. Just keep moving, as I say, keep moving forward a bit each day. Don't stress so much over it, right? You want to be in a calmer state, right? Because if you're in oh my God, I need to fix my life state, that'll drive you. It's a really good fuel. Or somebody pisses you off, it's a good fuel. But it's really, you can only make long-term decisions and big plans in a calmer state, right? You can be amped up, I want these goals, I want this, I want that, and write it down. But actually executing it and making it happen is going to take time and a chill state, and just understanding it'll take time. Whenever you get stressed out, understand this is going to take time. I'm working at it. Jesus will give you rest someday, but I hope not anytime soon. I'm not ready to rest, mate. I'm here to suffer. I'm here to serve. That's my plan. You want to be muscular? Well, we know how to do that. Hit some push-ups, mate. That would be my advice. Push-ups, pull-ups. If you want really big mass, you could go, hit the gym and stuff, but it's a big commitment. I would suggest just doing push-ups. I'm not about having arms this big. Like when I do workouts on here, that's why I do push-up and pull-ups. Like if you guys ever want to join in with those, it's just I'm doing my workout while I chat like this, right? It's mostly chat-based, and I do some push-ups. But the whole idea of that is you can join in that. But I try and build actual real-world usable strength. It's not about like having giant arms and I can like lift 1 rep of 400 pounds. Like who cares? I've got to work on cars and actually do real-world stuff. So yeah, that's my idea of muscle. Everybody has their own idea. Yeah, we don't. Just to be clear, we don't do politics and we don't do religion. We're not here to argue about a religion when everybody has different beliefs and we have wars and people have argued about this since the beginning of time. I don't think this is the place to solve it. So this channel is about self-improvement and self-focus. So if you guys could respect that, I would really appreciate it. This is a place where we try and get along and help each other. And we're not here to argue with each other about belief systems, Yeah. So we'll leave it at that on that. But who knocked a tooth out? Oh, it rotted out, man. Too many energy drinks. Too many energy drinks and stuff, man. Take care of your teeth. That's how he lost a tooth. Yep. Same goes with video games. Yeah, everything in moderation, right? Like I still play video games, but yeah, I used to lose 14 hours a day to video gaming. That's all I did for years was play video games. I'd given up. I'd given up on the world, I'd given up trying and just been, screw it. I'll just play games, stuff it. But no, it wasn't filling my cup. Sorry to hear. Life, man. That's what happens when you neglect things for too long. German Shepherd left. Where did it go? She's on her bed looking out the window, seeing what her mum's doing, because her mum's out in the gym. Big stretches. Sheppy stretches. Big sheppy stretch. You gonna come up here? Hey, place, window. Up here. Hey. Noodle brain. Oh no, she's having a drink. I want to learn to accept me. Yep. Well, that would, if you want to accept yourself, that would be accepting you are who you are, and it's only the judgments, it's only the opinions of others that are affecting you, right? It's only what other people may think. Screw what anybody thinks here. It's your life. It's your journey, right? It's like you'll see me on here. I get hate from people. They don't know who I am. Hate will come from anywhere, right? Judgments and all that, right? Just be you. I tried to mask my ADHD and autism for years, man, decades, and it just made me miserable. So you get me on here, and I'm just me, right? And people either like it or they don't. Want to learn to fly? Please advise. Well, you'd go Google flying lessons and how you'd go about it, and then you'd go do it. And then maybe you need to find a way to get the money to do it and whatever, but you can do that. Anybody can learn to fly and go get a Or license. Yo, Mandy, good to see you, mate. How are you? Do I love cats? Do I own dogs? I love cats, but I just don't want to own one. Just out in the country here, there's too many possums. There's too many things that can happen to a cat that can wander anywhere, you know. So, yeah, cats around this area don't tend to last too long. So no, I thought I'll just stick to dogs. The Stoics had the answers. Yes, Gary. Yes, very much so. So I'm asked, pressure to perform by others. Yeah, exactly. That's been a real challenging thing for me doing YouTube, is to just be authentic and be me. And like, I can't be just complete unhinged ADHD on here. Obviously, I have to run a channel and manage it, and I have to be like, oh no, religion. Like, there's certain things I have to do, but I'm really trying to make sure I stay focused and authentic and just keep these conversations real. I don't want to switch up on anybody. Oh, Ray Blue here. Yeah, Ray Blue. Yep. Sorry, I thought it was Mandy said that comment for a moment. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I do apologise. Pulling down that shed's tucking me out a bit. Want to improve my ability to regulate my nervous system. That's a priority at the moment. Yep, that's it, mate. Yep, just day by day. We've worked through that pretty well. Anybody else have a question? We got 12 people here. Oh, nearly 40 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now, the next question is, who's going to be the first member? We got memberships today. There's a expensive one, which if somebody's a very big supporter, but hey, somebody can be the first member, or you can gift the first membership. I think if you gift the first membership, it just goes to you anyway. I've had that happen before. I was gifting them in other channels. Do I believe in what? I believe in myself. I believe that as long as I keep moving forward and attacking something, I can get better, mate. Congrats on the shed, thank you. How many? How many what? How many watts? The ability to not care about the opinions of others, like you wisely mentioned. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be somebody with something to say. You could be the best in the world at something and never harmed a fly. There'll still be thousands of haters telling, because there's a lot of people like that around. They've not pushed through. They've not succeeded. They've given up or whatever. So if you go and try and do something, they're gonna try and drag you down, man. They're gonna try and pull you back. Hey, no, you aren't. I had this with my some of my own friends and stuff when I started YouTube or whatever. Any time I've tried to improve my life, there's certain friends that would stay with you, and there's others that would just start being like, like whatever. You become a different person. You start to separate, and then you get new friends, right? Definitely need to cut out the toxic people is, I think, the most important thing. The people who judge you repeatedly, especially if you've corrected them and said, hey, man, like, if you have a boundary and you go, hey, man, I'm not willing to have you treat me this way and be negative about my stuff. And then they start, if they in response, typically they'll be sarcastic and they'll be like, oh, yeah, whatever. They'll be maybe a little respectful and act like they get it, but then they'll be a smart ass and sarcastic after that. And that's usually a pretty good sign. It's like, you're gone, but you're gone. It's a better way to do it. You've got to control your environment, right? You've got to create your own outcomes. So being surrounded by those right people, not a bunch of people around you who doubt you. The people you care about and love are saying, you can't do it, we doubt you. Well, you've got to move away from that. It's going to hurt you too much, right? Not me, Zaza. We're having a self-improvement chat, bro. Maybe that's something you want to improve on there, Zaza, when your whole YouTube name is based around that, and then that's what you're saying in chat is all about that. Maybe you're focusing too much on that in your life. You're making that a bit too much of your identity and how you present yourself to the world. I would say maybe aim for something a bit higher, dude. Get it? A bit higher. Yeah, I said it. That's not right. How do you know you aren't being challenged by people who know what's best for you? Either way, you're going to find out, right? You got to follow what your gut is telling you. You got to follow, like, so family members, right? They're going to be like, this is what's best for you. We're worried about you, and that's understandable. They've raised you your whole life, or you've had friends a long time. They're going to try and protect you because they care, but they're not the one on your journey. They don't feel the passion for the thing you want to do. They don't feel that energy. They're not you, right? So this is where you have to cut off that energy from people, because as much as that's what they want, it's like my mother never wanted me to have a motorcycle, but I really wanted to do it. And it was like, you're never having one, you're never having one. But motorcycling for me has been the best thing in my life ever, between track days and just getting out to places in it and the people I've met and stuff. It's a path that, man, I cannot imagine a life where I'd not done that, right? Of course, it's made my mother worry. You imagine how my mother reacts when I'm like, "Hey, mum, look, I bought a 1000cc race bike on, full race bike sitting on race slicks, and here I am at the racetrack. Do you want to come watch?" She's like, "No, I'm not coming and watch you blooming hurt yourself." I still get that to this day. My mother will not come to a racetrack. Neither will my father. They will not come to a racetrack and watch me ride a motorbike. Even though I'm in the fastest group, I run with the front pack, I might be doing some racing there. I'm like, if I go racing, you guys going to show up? Like, come support me. They're like, well, there's no way we'll ever come watch you race. We'll be too worried. And I respect that. But yeah, like, just because they don't support it, it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. I have my own journey. I have my own life to live. I can't live based off the opinions of my parents or whatever. We have our first member. Thank you very much, Mandy. That's awesome, mate. There you go. First member ever on the channel. We got members today. So there we go. Mandy is a member. Thank you very much, Mandy. I do appreciate it, guys. It's a big milestone for me with YouTube. Just to achieve that, right? Only 3% of people ever get monetized. So that's what it is for me. It's yeah. You say I deserve it, and for me, that's where it's affecting my mind a bit, guys. I just appreciate it, guys. I don't, me, I'm never short on words. This I'm short on words with, and I really struggle to do. But I do appreciate it. It's just to be at this point now from where I came from 3 years ago, to be able to serve others and actually be able to help people and have you guys show that you appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you. And then we're followed by a comment like that. Nice. Well, brother, the troll comment there that just got deleted by my wonderful mod, Ethan. Hate on, man. We're sitting here celebrating. I've got monetized. I've just got my first member. I'm on top of the world, man. Don't try to bring me down with your stuff, man. We're having a wonderful experience on Earth, mate. Tell you what I see with respect. Sure, Huckster. Yep, we can discuss it, man. Yeah, you're all good. You say what you need to say, dude. You know me. It's all straight up. I'm not going to bloom and yell at you or something. If it's about the memberships and stuff, I do have an elaborated long version of about all of that and why I've structured it how I have. But yeah, I don't want to mention it the whole stream long. So if anybody asks or wants to talk about, if that's what you're mentioning, but take it the wrong way. Did you say something before that, Hoxter, or are you just wanting to say something? You say whatever you need to say, Hoxter, man. It's an open chat, bro. If I act on them, I'll end up in prison. Yeah, Lil, that's how it goes. Free of thoughts of revenge. If I act on them, I will end up in prison. Yeah, it's not. You've already got the mindset. It's not worth it, man. Like, there's plenty of times I've wanted to do stuff like that in life, but it's not gonna. All it's gonna do is something that's already damaged my life, right? You want revenge on a person, it's already damaged your life, it's already messed everything up, whatever. Taking that revenge is not going to serve you. It's only going to drag it on. You're feeding the wrong thing, right? So you want to, rather than feed the revenge and all that effort at them, turn it into fuel. Like, that's why I'm like with some of the YouTube other creators that have been treated me very poorly. At first it's anger, but then you turn it into, right, okay, well, I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna serve my community better. I'm gonna do better than this. I'm gonna do better than how these people treated me, right? So you can turn it into something positive, right? You don't want that kind of fuel to drive you forever, but it is a good fuel to get you off the ground and get you away from the revenge and into something that's actually going to serve you. One, you're going to serve time. The other is going to actually serve you back, right? That by pushing that person away and focusing and putting that work in, And NZ, bro, that's it. Make sure I catch up on the chat. I'm waiting for a response, another one from Hoxter there, because he said, I'll tell you what I see with respect. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat, guys. Hello from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Try throwing a discus is really fun and coming. I haven't done that since school, man. That was a long time ago. Oh, we had 40 likes. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. And yep, we've just got our first member. So shout out to Mandy. Thank you, mate. Very cool. But yeah, I'm in Northland. I grew up in Auckland and moved up north. Got away from the city. Sound like a great guy. But but what did I do now, Hookster? Oh my! Oh, what have I got? I got some Bundaberg. Because Hookster, you came in here what about a week ago? You subbed about a week ago, roughly, eh? That's mine. That's my lemon lime and bitters dog. I have a long way to go in what regard? Would be my question. If you mean I have a long way to, do you mean in mentality or do you mean in actual outcomes? Let me know. Let me know. I'm happy to have the conversation, dude. Hey, you off, dog, off, off, oh, off. All right, good. But as I say, man, like it depends where you're coming from. So outcomes, right? So that is why the channel is what it is, right? So the channel is me showing that I'm in the shit right now. The channel is showing that I dug a hole for myself and I have all this work to create the life I want. Because there is no point me coming on YouTube in 10 years and being like, hey guys, like, here's how you improve yourself, and here's my cabin I built, here's my garage I built, here's everything I built, because the work's already done, right? So it's in the channel description, right? This channel is about the unseen work. It's about, everyone talks about, nobody sees the work that goes into success. Nobody sees everyone just sees the outcome. This channel is about creating your outcome, which is why I stream me tearing down garages, me building cars, me doing the work that makes it happen, right? So that over time you guys can see it progress, right? So I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here in a mansion with a Bugatti or something, right? I'm sitting in a caravan because that's the situation at the moment while I'm building my house and stuff, right? So that's exactly the way I go about that. You know? So I hope that offers some clarity, man. Getting your to-do list done quicker, put some rewards on it, bro. Put some rewards on it. Gamify your to-do list. So take your to-do list and write out five things on the to-do list, and after everything on the to-do list, put a reward. That it's like, I'll have a coffee. I'll go play video games for 10 minutes. I'll go, like things you enjoy. The rewards are things you enjoy. So when you complete a task, you go, I'm going to do this task and I'm going to get this, right? And make sure you actually give yourself the reward. Don't go, I'm so motivated after one task, I'm going to smash out all 3 tasks, I'm going to reward later. And then you don't reward yourself, for example, because then the next time you're like, hey, I'm going to give you these rewards if you do these things. Your brain's like, well, you didn't last time. So how many days, how many years have we done that? How many hundreds of times, thousands of times have we promised ourselves, hey, if you do this, I'm going to give you this, right? Sometimes you fail and don't get the reward, right? So you'll go pursue something, you will put in the work, and then you don't get the outcome. This is what sort of drags us down, right? So put in those rewards into it. And he says, you're not alone. We're in the hole with you, building ourselves out. I honestly think it would be great to build a community space where we can share our struggles, journey, and progress. So, most definitely, Mandy. How do you think I should go about that? Because I have the community post thing on here. I just don't want to wrap it all up into Discord and stuff, because the whole idea is to people aren't like, I don't like when I had Discord for another channel, a friend's channel, Shaun of the Bread. I love his content. I love talking about the video gaming content, old video games. But I found I started using it like a chat messenger because there's always something to engage with. I feel it just saps a lot of time, so I didn't really want to go too far with it. Hookstagram says, keep on self-improving, but you can't see who you speak with, so sometimes it can seem patronising, and I understand that. I'm also on a path of self-improvement. Oh yeah, I'm always like, this is the problem with YouTube, bro. I'm going off a comment, I can't open your profiles while I'm live. I can't look at everybody's profile. I have, 1,000 to 2,000 viewers a day, so I just have to go off what's in the chat, and that is a really difficult thing as a creator, to do this. And people are like, oh, like as if we're sitting in a bar having as if we're sitting one to one having that conversation. I'm going off like, 10 words and an emoji, and I'm trying to turn it into a paragraph, right? Obviously I'm not always right, I'm not, I am just me, bro. I'm not like a life coach or something. I'm just a guy going through it and trying to help people down it, trying to chase their dreams, man. But yeah, I don't mean to be patronizing to anyone, man. It's just how I speak, passing on information. I heard a lot of that in my life, right? It's just autism and ADHD, frankly. Not to excuse it or anything. I'm just saying it's how I talk is in that tone, and it can come off patronizing to people. So I do apologize if it comes off that way. It is not. It's not intended that way. Like even right now, to me, it sounds like that could be perceived that way. It is who I am though, and I can either mask that and try and be fake and like, hey, oh, I got or I'm just real, right? So I do just try to keep it real here. I think it's sorely lacking on the internet is just real people being real. So yeah, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, as I say, I'm happy to cover it, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, you banned because you disagree with me. It's just this is how I am, man. Patronizing means like I'm like talking down to people, like as if you're better than them. You're talking down to them like I know it all and you don't, kind of would be a way of roughly putting it, I suppose. Hmm. Am I watching FIFA? No, I don't. I don't watch any sports, man. Don't watch any sports. I'm all about self improvement. Like I do have my own hobbies, so I got nothing against sports. But no, it's just not my thing. I would say Goggins is. Ethan says I would say Goggins is like a life coach, great role model, guys. Listen to him as well, and Mark, if you're looking to improve your life. Yeah, it's a really interesting topic, David Goggins, because a lot of people. I've read his books and stuff, right? Watched a lot of content from him. The thing that people mistake about David Goggins is they think he's all about running. And they're like, I get David Goggins' message, I'm a big fan. So they start running or something. Or the haters just go, oh, it's just the guy who runs who wrecked his legs. And David Goggins himself says it's got nothing to do with running. It's about challenging your mind. It's whatever it is for you. He hates running. That's why he runs. Everyone thinks like, oh, he runs and that's his thing. He hates running. The one thing David Goggins hates more than anything is running. The reason he does it is to take his mind to that limit. So he's running for hours, stuck with his thoughts, so he can think, he can process, he can overcome, he can grow through the suffering. Right? So it's all in the process, forged in the fire, so to speak, right? Stop yapping? No. This is what I do on here, bro. It's a YouTube live, bro. It's exactly what I do, is yap. What? I'm just meant to... I'll be like the girl streamers that get donated like $500 a day. Oh, hey, guys. Hey. Oh, cool. I'm here to do a discussion, bro. I'm not here to sit here and twirl my hair. I can't even twirl it. It's too short. Australian, and his name is John Cena. John Cena, mate. Australian John Cena. Yeah, I'm definitely playing the hard road of YouTube, right? Like, people are doom scrolling looking for entertaining shit or to simp over some girl, and I'm sitting here like, hey guys, how about let's actually focus on your life, try and improve it. Let's fix things so you don't feel like you're on your phone too much, and you're not guilt tripping yourself, and you don't feel miserable. Let's help with that. Yeah, it's definitely a hard ask for people who are most people are scrolling looking to get away from their problems. They're not looking to be confronted. So it's a delicate balance. You have a job? Yes, I'm doing it right now, bro. If you would like to donate, there's super chats down there, bro, or become a member. We just got those on today, so feel free to join if you want to support me in my work. Just kidding, bro. Chris Hemsworth from Timu. Just kidding, bro. You're good. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you subscribe though. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like if you're gonna boom and give me shit or that. I can tell you, we can take a bit of a joke here, guys. Like, I'm not all serious, but just blatant trolling is obviously not. Would I either want chocolate milk or strawberry milk? I tell you what, that's a very good question. Would I like chocolate milk or strawberry milk? Would I like chocolate milk or would I like strawberry milk? It's milkshake mix syrup. So we have chocolate or we have strawberry. Very good. So that's a much better than paying $5 or $6 for a milkshake, because you buy a bottle of that yourself and you pour it in, and then you pour the milk in. You don't even have to stir it, mate. You pour a little shot of the syrup and then just dump the milk in, and it stirs and you're good to go. For more money saving tips, makes you want to do a thing in the order that you have then listed at opposite. It makes you want to do the thing in the order you have them listed, as opposed to doing what you can based off your priority at that moment. Yeah. Because especially with ADHD, my brain will try and take me into something else all the time, right? Want to work on your health, who dat? It's a good response, man. I knew a fella years ago. I was good friends with his brother, who was a motorcyclist, good friend of mine. He had the nickname, he was known as Who Dat from Auckland. Man, that takes me back. That's a rough one, man. It takes me back, eh? Like, all my motorcyclist mates, bro, like, oh, man. Anyway. Old times. Improve your focus, Ashen. Yeah. So to improve your focus, the best thing you can do is stay off your phone for an hour when you wake up, because your brain is waking up and you're setting your attention span for the day, right? So if you go out and you just have a coffee and you think and you relax and you focus, then later in the day when you need to focus for 2 hours on something, or even 10 minutes sometimes, your brain's not scattered. Whereas if you open up your day with scroll, it's like, oh, a puppy, a dolphin, oh, a lion, oh, here's somebody flipping a car, here's somebody riding a horse, like, and every 3 seconds you're doing this. Your brain has just seen in an hour, 500 things. So you go and try and pay attention to something. It's like, why can't I focus? It's like you've trained your brain to. All right. So the best thing you can do in the morning is just get out in the morning daylight. Let your brain know, like, it's the same way you fix your sleep schedule, right? Is you're going to get out. You're going to get up at like 8 in the morning and you're going to go straight out in the sunlight, or you're going to sit right by a window or something. You're going to soak that in and tell your brain, like, it's daytime, we're up, have a coffee, have a tea, whatever, right? But yeah, just don't stay off your phone for an hour. Is the best solution to that one. That'll make a huge difference. Who dat is the New Orleans Saints chant? Didn't mean to bum you out. Oh no, you didn't bum me out. Just no, you're fine, bro. You're fine. I just took my brain there for a moment. I should have not said it. Sorry. Have my moments, but nah, it's all good. Just made me appreciate life, actually, man. So I do appreciate the comment. It took me into an old memory of a very good friend who I lost at 19. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's good to think of people. Remember what they're like. I'm remembering what my friend was like at the moment, and yeah, I do appreciate it. Life always changes, right? There's suffering is always going to come in life, right? As we've seen this week with Oliver Tree, like that hurt me a bit. I listened to a lot of his music when I was really struggling and building my garage and stuff, and but again, left a good legacy in that. But yeah, it is a definitely makes you think and refocus on how fast things can end, how life can change. We had 50 likes, I think. Thank you very much, guys. Oh yeah, we got a solution for that. Is Ethan will delete your message. We don't do trolls here, mate. We don't do trolls. We do we do self-improvement, man. So if you have a question about self-improvement, rather than saying stupid crap on the internet, I'm happy to help. But otherwise, you will have to. Ethan will get the old boot polished up and throw you out the door. Handsome, thank you very much. Or are you handsome? You're probably handsome too. Hooks stopped selling and started a cannabis education community, and it's now the biggest in Australia. That's fantastic, bro. That's awesome, man. I think it's very helpful. For me with that, it's a case of like I do have a little occasion, but I certainly don't smoke like I ever used to. I did recognise how much it was damaging me. Yeah, so I had to change that situation. It's actually the last few weeks, especially Hookster, I've really cut back on it. Been to Parliament, travel, so that's awesome, man. That's fantastic. It's good, eh? It's yeah. I mean, I draw a lot from serving other people, like material things, and serving myself. Don't really interest me. It's all about serving other people. Match with this guy. Oh yeah. What are you doing on there? Wouldn't that, you realize what you're saying by saying you were on there, right? Have you thought about it? Anyway, you can have a timeout. All right, we're gonna make sure I don't address the trolls here, guys. We are gonna make sure we're actually having a self-improvement chat. So if anybody wants to answer the actual question, you see the conversation. You see this up here, the poll. You see it? Just grab it right there. If you read that, those are words. If you read that, you can ask a genuine question rather than troll me. Would be appreciated. Seriously, you don't know where to start? You do. What's the most immediate thing around you? I'll give you somewhere to start. Your environment. So when you wake up in the morning, you're not waking up like none of my dishes are done. My room is a mess. Da 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 da. Right. So get your initial environment organized would be where you'd start, and that's where you're going to start to build structure, and you're going to build an environment that is, it's in order. Because otherwise, you wake up like, if I do a big cleanup, right? You have that reset, and you wake up. It's like you walk in there. Like we cleaned up the cabin. We spent a few hours in there. Me and Susie about a month ago. We spent a few hours in there just tidying up because we're building it, and there was stuff everywhere. And then like 2 days later, I walk in there and I'm like, whoa, man! Like like you forget you've even done it, but it definitely has a big impact. Start with attitude. Stay positive. Yep, that's great advice as well. There, Hookster. Yeah. Yeah, stay positive, but yeah, that's where I come into it. Is your environment being organised is going to make a big change, right? From the Netherlands, it's a cool place to be from, man. But yeah, like you know where to start, right? So the first would be environment. If that's sorted, then you start to go into like, well, what are you doing with your time? Where are you aiming long term in that, right? It takes time, man. Just basically you write down your goals, you write down your aims, what you're trying to achieve in life, and then you have to back engineer it. So you have to go, I want this. Say you want a new car that's 50 grand. Just a random example. You want a new car, it's $50,000, you have $100. You can write down that $50,000 car. This is one of my goals. Back engineer it. Well, how do I get $50,000? Okay, well, in what time frame do I want this car? Okay, 5 years. Okay, well, you're going to back engineer it. Well, how can I make that money? What are the options? What are my interests? Where could I go? How could I make that happen, right? So this isn't about cars. This is about anything you want to back engineer, right? Oh, yep. Cut carbohydrates, mate. If you want to lose weight, you just have to cut 500 calories a day. People calorie count and all this bullcrap. Look at what you're eating and just be like, where's 500 calories of it? Like cutting out the pastas and stuff. Bread will make a huge difference. You cut out bread and pasta, you lose weight pretty quick. Top it up with have some fried eggs instead. Have some bacon. Fry everything in butter. Makes a huge difference. Vegetable oils are very bad for you, in my opinion. Have butter. One foot in front of the other. That's it. Another thing actually brings to mind. David Goggins said, the question is like when he's in a long marathon. It's like, what do you do when you want to stop? And he's like, well, it's not can I finish the race? It's can I take one more step? One more step forward is going to bring me closer. Then after that, well, can I take another step? You're exactly right, man. You're bang on. Just regardless of how you feel, it's can I make one more motion, one more action towards what I'm trying to do, right? Have you ever had barbecue chicken feet with boiled chicken feet with barbecue seasoning? It's good. Yes, I have. Very good. Yeah, been a long time, but yeah, we had some neighbours growing up. He took us to a great Chinese restaurant there. Enjoyed a succulent Chinese meal. It was very nice. Bringing everything around in the weave baskets on the trolley. Yeah. Yum-cha. Been a long time since I've been to Yum-cha. We did, hang on. We got some leftovers from last night. So I went to the place I like in Auckland yesterday. So we got some dumplings. We got some Singapore noodles there. And we got some spicy crispy chicken. So this is my favourite place down in Auckland. We're down there. Here, I've got some. Can we get a good look at that? Can we get a good look at that? Look at that. It's got like spices and stuff on it. You see that? Nice and crispy. You're all right. Very rare I get to go to that place, so yeah. Oh, you can do that. Nathala, you can do that. You do whatever you got to do, mate. Maltese, hello, how are you? Winter, good to see you, how are you? Sorry, I meant to say winter. It's the pronunciation of it. Was it Swedish? I might have that wrong now. Oh, I've been burning myself out a bit pulling down that shed yesterday, I think. I'm still going to get a whole heap of work done today, but I'm not going too hard. Got to get some work done today, though. Are you done drinking there, dog? Oh. Can I help you? Come here. Oh, come here. Hello. Can I help you? Yes, puppy. You happy now? I'm trying to get famous. There you go. Like you can have the show. There you go. So you can scratch it till the ears go up. Oh no, we're playing seal mode. Yeah, that's the thing is, you know, you're not a tree, right? You can move anywhere in the world. You can pursue anything. People pack up their whole lives and move all over the world all the time. So, you know, there's always options. Hey, Noodle. You had enough attention yet? Dude, have you had enough water, dude? You just drunk like half that bowl. Are you good? The other dog's really having himself a... Zed! That's probably enough water now, eh? You're kind of lost in the moment there, dude. Well, you can always flee away. You can always change it, right? You can find a way to do that if you want. If that's truly what you want, what do you feel is stopping you from doing what you want to do and getting where you want to be, right? Life is self-assignment, right? It might be difficult. It might be really difficult, which is why most people do it. There's a lot of people who want to move and stuff who never do because they feel trapped, right? So either you do or you don't, right? There's sort of not an in between. You either stay with the circumstances you have, or you put in the actions to change it, right? Hey, big fella, you can't come up here. Come up. No, you're all right. Come on, up. Sit. Come on, yes. Coming up. You worry she'll get you. No, you're all right. Come on. Come over here. Come on. Come up. Hey, up. Come up here. I know, she's fine. Your sister, yeah, I know. She tries to keep you off the bed. I know, dog. You gonna come up? No, he won't, because Heidi's watching him and doesn't like him being on the bed. Okay, beds now. Go on, sit bed. Go on, puppies. Go on, puppies. Oh, the dog the same way, drinks like crazy. Yeah, he's a pit bull mix, so yeah. Hey, Noodle. Come here. You big fellas. Hey, big fella. Oi. Oh, big fella. Oh, big fella. I love you too, mate. Right. That's Mr. Z. Who's barber, twin? I'm the barber. Did it myself, mate. Did it myself. I'm the barber. Pity and boxer mix. Yeah, we're not sure exactly what he's mixed with. You know, he's pity and I got told like Huntaway and stuff, but yeah. So supposedly a Huntaway with a pity. We don't know for sure. I don't know, man. Dodo, I would focus on your own life, man, not what everybody else is doing and what they're achieving. It's always a distraction. You know, if you want to become like I Show Speed, you're not going to do it by just watching Show Speed and talking about it, right? You're going to do it by building your own thing, and like he did, right? So maybe look back at his early footage and decide, well, how can you do that for yourself, you know? No, I definitely didn't take him from Holland. No, he was in New Zealand, mate. He was abandoned on the side of the road in a sack with a whole litter of puppies that got rescued. So that's what happened there. I got him from the rescue centre. But we will try to keep the topic about self-improvement, people. 53 likes. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate it. Let's see if we get some more chat coming in. Hello. 14 people here. Who's got something to add to the conversation? Don't be shy. Don't bite. I only nibble. True story. Hello, dog. I'm going to come up again, are you? Come on. Window. Where do you spot then? Happy now? You got what you wanted? How much attention do you need today? Is this it? It's Heidi attention day, apparently, guys. Oh, you just need to be the star of the show, eh, dog? Oi? Yeah? Okay, you've had enough attention now? You good? Alright. No, you need more? Alright. Cutting your own hair since 2019. Yeah, I must have been doing mine since, about 2015, 2020. No, sorry. What am I thinking? Like 2010. I always cut my own hair, bro. Don't need to pay anyone. Waste of money. But as you guys know with this channel, I'll give anything a go myself. Right. I was just raised that way, right? I was just raised that way that, you don't throw anything away. That's what my dad's like. You don't throw anything away. If you can fix it, you fix it, right? Yeah, Nathalie, yeah, well, make it happen. Make it happen. That's all right. That's a good plan. Just start making it happen. Start making it work. You don't need to talk about it anymore, right? You already know what you want. You just have to start making the actions and do it. It's like the only way it's going to happen is you're going to have to go through that process, and that process is going to have fear. It's going to have doubt. All of those things are going to be in your head, but you know it's what you want. So just keep chasing it. Keep going after it, Founder, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm going all right, mate. I'm going all right. How about yourself? Actually, I'm going very good. We got monetized on YouTube yesterday, so I now have super chats and just added memberships today. So we have one member. Mandy has signed up as a member, first member ever, and the first ever super chatter was Lightwood. So I do appreciate the support, guys. As always, the channel it's not about that. I don't want anybody to donate or member if they can't afford it. I have not paywalled anything with the memberships. It's like I don't want to be holding back self-improvement content that you have to pay, because that makes me the same as a course seller, right? So you don't get too many perks for being a member. You get a pretty green name. And you can be a supporter of the channel if you would like. I don't have Patreon or any of that. I can do an amateur fade, but usually buzz cut at zero guard, but I know my exes are like zero guard. Don't like it zero guard bald. Yeah, I used to go a lot shorter with my hair. I used to just bomb it down to like 2 all over, like the whole way over on 2, and it'll grow how it grows. But this time I've done it a little longer on the top. I never used to do longer on the top because I'm like, I'll screw up that bit, but that's alright, who cares? Near enough. Got a rest, keep going, you're on the right path. Catch you soon from Ethan. Thank you very much, Ethan. Thank you for being here and modding, bro. I do appreciate it. Don't even feel obligated to do that, but I do really appreciate you being here, bro. It's been good to have a mod on standby with some of the stuff in here today, so it helps me stay on topic serving people, man. So I do appreciate it. Growing it out now, but you're also afraid, Nathalie. Yeah, you're always gonna be afraid, Nathalie. Everybody's afraid, my friend. What if the builder says not now and I'm homeless? There's only one way to find out. The only way you're going to find out is to go on the path, Nathalie, right? So I would say try and do all the research you can and find out if you're going to be able to enter that country, rather than just show up at the border. But you need to figure out a plan where you can cross over, because otherwise you're going to be in the country you're in where you don't want to be forever. So You can either stay where you are and live in that fear and live with the problem. This applies to any problem, right? You can stay in it, you can live with the problem, or you can do something about it and take the risk and go through the stress and the fear and all of it to make it something else. And out the other side of it is the new you. But you're going to have to research that and be able to try and make that happen. It'll take some time, but just keep focusing at it, keep researching, keep planning, and you can do it. Maybe you end up moving to a different country that will allow you in, but otherwise you're going to be staying where you are, where you don't want to be. So there's only one way out. In moderation, there, Wald. I had problems with alcohol 3 years ago, bro. It basically destroyed my life. Well, did destroy my life to where I am now with the decisions I was making. So I drink very seldomly now. Did 2 years sober before I started drinking again. I drink here or there. So yeah, I wouldn't say beer is the answer. I would say beer is a way, like many other substances, to numb out your problems, to escape reality. That's what all the stuff's for, right? Escaping reality, not dealing with stuff. It only moves it down the road. It doesn't solve. If you've got a problem and you're like, and you drink to drown yourself in it, you haven't solved the problem. You've just made it so you have to deal with it another day later. All you've done is pushed it into the future, and then you drink again, and you can't just push it off and bury it and swallow it forever. Am I in a caravan? Yes, brother. Yes. I'm not sure. Do something. Be an English barrier or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, you just wake up to the same problems, right? And a headache, and more problems you've created while you're drinking, more bad choices, right? So, alcohol is a poison. It's not, when people say alcohol's poison. The actual reality is it is actually a poison. It's not like people being dramatic, like how it sounds. It's that the human body cannot actually process alcohol as it is. It converts it. I can't remember what it converts it into off the top of my head, but it converts it into a poison to the human body. So that's why when you're drunk, you stumble, you slur your words, you say things you shouldn't, you act in ways you wouldn't, because your body is shutting down systems. And it's keeping the systems to keep you alive active. So your brain doesn't care if you're stumbling, if you're slurring, if you're whatever. It's just trying to keep you alive while you're literally being poisoned. Obviously, that isn't the best way out of problems. Acetaldehyde. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the clarification. Acetaldehyde, apparently. Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand, mate. Into the Wild. Yeah, I need to still watch the movie Into the Wild. It's definitely on my watch very soon list. I just need to find a streaming service, or I think I was just going to rent it off one of the streaming services. So it causes to feel good. The body fighting the liquid poison. Hi from Sweden. Will improve my living space, and that in many ways, and also grow my own vegetables. That's fantastic. Yep, the living spaces, that's where it's your environment, right? Keeping your environment conducive with who you want to be, right? It's an identity thing. So if you have a clean environment, it's like you can invite people around to your house and things like that. Like, even for a lot of people, it's what other people think, but I think it benefits a lot to just have a tidy environment around you. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to stay on top of those things, because you beat yourself up. Anything you're like beating yourself up about, right? Yourself, whether it's like, I can't even do my dishes, my washing, I can't keep on top of this. It's all going to beat you down and make you not believe in yourself, right? So yeah, I think it is a great starting point. Don't lick my pillow, weirdo. I don't need my pillow licked. I don't need it all licked. No, I don't. I'm going to have to move a bit away from the light here. We're all just looking for the light, mate. I'm going to move away from the light just a fraction, just so we're not so blinded. Oh, shush you. You can go out there soon. Your mum's in the gym at the moment. No, your mum's doing a workout at the moment. She doesn't want to, but come up here. You can come lie down. No, stop whining at me. I'm busy. Busy, dog. Hey, go lie down now. Go lie down. Good girl. Stay there. Busy. I'll be done soon. I'll be done in a bit. Don't you worry. Oh, sorry, guys. You, bed. Enough. Sorry, guys. She's learning. She's getting there. Any more chat? Where am I from? New Zealand. I'm not sure if I answered that one. Sorry, brother. Should we have another coffee? Anybody want a coffee or a tea? We might have a coffee or a tea shortly. Chat for a bit. Love that idea, Katerina. Oh, Mandy, I've got to change the member badges thing. I've got to create all the emojis. That's going to be what I'm probably learning tonight, tomorrow, is to make all the emojis for the channel. I've got to do some custom emojis and stuff for the members. I'm going to figure that out. So it'll be a good learning curve for today. I should there you go, Mandy. There's maybe some commission work for you, mate. I'll get you to do all my channel emojis. Good work. You can do it. Yeah, I'll give it a crack. I'll give it a go. Worst case, if I get stuck, I'll ask the AI how do I do this. That's honestly what I do with this stuff, right? It's like, oh, how do I make emojis for YouTube? How do I make thumbnail? Like, how do I do this? And it's like, oh, you do this, look for this folder, click this. You know, it's like, it beats, like, you know, it takes out 2 hours of, oh my God, how do I, you know? It's good to learn the creative process as well, but I'm not going to sit there and figure out every little bit of everything. I don't need to. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Nathalie. You too, mate. And yeah, just start looking into if you can get across that border, or if not, what border can you get across, right? How can you move forward? You don't need to stress about it. It'll happen in time. But yeah, just do some more research. I think you will alleviate a lot of that stress, a lot of that fear by knowing what's going to happen, you know. It's night. Well, yeah. Yep, night for you. Yep, right. Yeah, have a research when you can. Is that a cat in a box, Mandy? How'd you find an emoji of a cat in a box? What have I got on the bottom middle here? There's a, oh, that must be to do, hang on. Oh. Let's see if we can do this, hang on. All the colours, hang on, 30 minutes. Share how you'll celebrate. 100 push-ups. Alright, we'll do that. Let's do that. Just for funsies. There you go. Apparently I can put up goals, so I'll try that. I've never done one of them before. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And hopefully I don't mess that up. Oh, I've done 100 push-ups. I've got to give something for that, right? If we're going to do them in super chat things. It's just there for fun. If anybody wants to do it, go for it. It'll do any level of donation, so I don't know, whatever. We'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. Well, there you go, Nathalie. You'll make it happen. Just believe in yourself. But what I would suggest is, you know, you can always come here for advice. We can talk about it. But I would say, you know, you want to focus on solving this problem, right? You want to focus on making your situation better. You know, it'll happen in time. It'll happen in time. Everything happens in time, my friends. This is what we've lost. We've lost patience. With society is so convenient. Everything's so convenient now. We've lost patience. And you think 100 years ago, like having a car was a major luxury, right? Cars were for rich people. You know, 200 years ago, you would have been going everywhere by horse and cart, and we're in such a rush to fix our lives, and I want to achieve this and this and this. It's like, man, 200 years ago, you were on a horse and cart, mate. Obviously, everything was dirt roads and mud. There weren't ways to, yeah, obviously there were old societies like the Romans and stuff doing paved cobble roads, but you know what I mean. You know, so we're so hard on ourselves, and we're so used to, like, now I want it now, I get it now. It's not how life works, right? Things take time. Zed, can you stop licking, please? Thank you. Want to improve wealth, but I'm not quite intelligent in my opinion, understanding. Well, plenty of unintelligent people get very wealthy, right? It's quite a common thing you'll see. As you'll see people with $100,000 boat that can't back it down a boat ramp without dunking their $100,000 truck in with it. You stop licking your bed. Thank you. That's enough. Good boy. Sorry, the dog's trying to lick the coating off his bed. Weirdo. If I manage to regulate my nervous system by the end of my life, I feel like I've achieved something. My life was a total train wreck because of this. Oh no, your life is... The thing is, Mandy, is your life isn't a train wreck. You've been on here, you've got this old opinion of yourself. You've been on here every day, growing and working alongside me on the body double streams and stuff. You've changed massively since I met you, as far as the stuff you're getting done and how focused you are. So you're already somebody now. You're already done it now, mate. Too hard on yourself, Mandy. But we're all our own biggest critic. But I would say it's not been my experience with you, Mandy. I'd say you're very, very well getting on top of that, and now it's just repetition over time, right? You've already done the mental work. It's just repetition is going to reinforce it in, right? See if anybody joins in the chat. I might head off here shortly if it stays being quiet, but we'll see. G'day, Prime. How are you, my friend? How are you, bro? Neighbour's grinder going off. It's not too loud on the camera. Is the neighbour's grinder too loud? He's blooming right over there. What's he fucking working on? Alright. Working on his old trailer. Even homeless people who hit total rock bottom can have good days. It might be a train wreck, but a happy one. Yeah, I think it comes to, again, like, it's always you versus you. Don't compare yourself to other people, but at the same time, it's like most people don't ever do any self-improvement. They just, like, you'll meet a lot of people like that in your life. They've got no interest in self-improvement. They've never looked into anything wrong with them and such. They've never addressed anything. But you'll meet a lot of people in their 50s, 60s and stuff, right? They never worked on any of it. They're just like, is how it is, right? Certainly not how I want to end up. Is it your own living space? Yeah, it's a caravan I have. I'm building a cabin at the moment. 2 cabins, actually. We've just started. I was on live yesterday pulling apart the other cabin. Garage I just bought, right? So it'll be a garage for a while. It'll be storage and stuff, and eventually it'll become like a lounge type room cabin. It's getting there. Day by day, right? Used to have almost daily panic attacks. Yeah, used to, Mandy. Used to, mate. Used to. You're on a new path now, Mandy. So now you've got to change that. You've got to change that internal narrative, because since you've joined here, Mandy, you've got all this evidence that you're not that person anymore, that you're actually really massively progressing. So you're going to have to change the internal narrative now. It's inconvenient, I know. It's a pain, but it's what you get when you start succeeding. You start changing your evidence. You have to go, oh, shit, man. Damn, things have changed. I have got better. I have all this evidence that if I put in effort, that'll change, right? As I say on the channel, right, I say, you put in 10 minutes a day with me for 2 weeks on my live streams, or rewatch the live I did of my garage work stream, right? And that makes you do an extra 10 minutes of work every day for a couple of weeks. You'll turn your life around in a couple of weeks with improvement. Just that 10 minute, because by day 3 or 4, it's not just 10 minutes anymore. It becomes half an hour here, half an hour there. And within a couple of weeks, you've put in an extra 30 hours of work instead of doom scrolling, and obviously you have all the outcomes of that work, right? So that's all it takes. All it takes is a shift from overthinking to, I'm just going to put 10 minutes at the thing. And maybe that becomes an hour, or maybe you walk away after 10 minutes and do something else. But everybody, no matter how messed up you are, you can do 10 minutes at something, right? So that's why it's such a good base point. It's advice from Jordan Peterson. It's not my words. These are just things I've learned, and I try and pass them on. So a lot of it's my own experience, but there are things driven by, Jordan Peterson, stuff like people like that. Needed to whet my whistle. Getting a bit parched. Wish to improve my confidence because it's close to zero. I answered this for somebody earlier. My advice would be start doing push-ups. That's going to improve your posture. It's going to improve your self-image, right? The main thing that's going to honestly improve your posture for self-confidence is start to work on physique and diet and things, right? It all stacks up, but I would say just start exercising a little, even if that's a walk. If you go for a 10-minute walk each day, you're going to stand stronger. You're going to feel more, you're going to have that energy created, right? Because I always thought I didn't have the energy to work out, but it's the workout, it's the activity, it's the walk, it's the push-ups that creates energy for the rest of your day, right? And healthy for the mind, creates good dopamine and stuff. The biggest problem we have now is artificial dopamine, right? So swiping, doom scrolling, and there's the soccer World Cup's on, and the this and the that and whatever, and it's all, there's so much endless information that we never had historically, right? The phones are destroying us in that way. So it's all about changing your dopamine source to something that you're actually earning, that you're actually out in the world doing, like go for a walk, do some push-ups, eating a bit better, making your own meals rather than takeaways and stuff. It's all evidence that you're sort of taking care of yourself and your environment, right? Yeah, that's it, Chomp. Yep. You gotta wear the suit, right? So again, everybody should watch that video on my playlist, the Joe Rogan and Guy Ritchie one. If you go to my channel and just scroll to the bottom, there's the content that changed my life, and there's a couple of or changed my mindset, I think I called it. There's 2 videos there at the moment that I think will be really beneficial to people. Like you want to improve, especially your hard working skills. Yep, you can do that. Just 10 minutes at a time, 5-10 minutes here or there. It's going to build that up again, right? You don't have to work. You don't have to work hard at stuff for 10 hours straight or something, right? You can, or like working hard at something, you can take breaks, right? You've got to be kind to yourself. Like you'll see me when I work on here. I might work in the garage for 2 hours or something, but then I'm going to stop and we'll chat for an hour, half an hour, have lunch, or have a drink. You've got to give yourself some breaks, right? Like this is why, breaks are mandatory in the workplace, right? We're so hard on ourselves with hard work, but a workplace legally has to give you a morning break, a lunch break, an afternoon break. Obviously shifts and things differ, but that's the core principle, right? So you gotta not be too hard on yourself. You can work hard, but then give yourself a little break or a little reward, How was your workout, love?
That was good.
Right. She's been doing her workout, she's taken over the gym. Oh yeah, she's got a good sweat session. No? Oh, we'll go back to work then. Go get more. I want 200 more push-ups. You been doing your pull-ups lately?
No, not pull-ups.
Alright. Any more questions, or should I wrap this up for the day, guys? I might wrap this up soon. We had a really, really, really crazy chat going earlier on. But yeah, I'm gonna have some more food shortly and stuff. But I'll just see if anybody wants to chat while we're here. I'll do another hour if we got some chat going. If we get, I put the super chats thing up. That's my wife. Will be. I'm working on it. She is the future wife. You found the right woman when she'll live with you in a caravan. Parked up caravan sitting here on the hill, ordered dead cars everywhere, and she met me and came around here, and she was happy to move in. So must be doing something right. Where are you from? It's me. Have you been here before, my friend? Can you sing? Isn't she lovely? I could, but I'm not going to. Because I can't remember the lyrics beyond Isn't She Lovely? And no, regardless. No. I do want to learn to play guitar, though. I tried to learn it years ago, and I ended up getting rid of the guitar. I could probably be alright at a guitar. No, not singing Isn't She Lovely? No, not happening. Won't do it. Self-improvement chat, guys. Self-improvement chat. So sometimes the late night streams, if you come on as a late night stream and I'm a bit more unhinged, the ADHD's in full force, you might get that out of me, but It's my future wife, but me when... Okay. Sure. Ah, the joys of YouTube. My wife. My wife. Right. Well, yeah, I think we've started to get to that point with the chat where it's yeah. We might be heading off soon. Katarina, people and other animals have good reaction around the herb rosmarin. Gets children calmer to have a few plants at home. Give away a good oil into the air. Oh, okay, I'll look that up. Yeah, hang on. I don't know. I'll look it up. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. You do play guitar. Oh, now see, Mandy, I'm jealous of you now. You can play guitar and I can't. Ooh. That's cool, mate. I could, my old flatmate, like I got a guitar and he could play. He was like, a sit around the campfire player kind of thing. He taught me Wonderwall. I can play Oasis Wonderwall. I can do all the hand movements. I can still do that now. I picked up a guitar from mates not long ago. But I just can't do the strum timing. I need a metronome going or something. I just couldn't. My brain's doing this, and my autism ADHD brain is like, strumming at the same time, and it just all started to go wrong. To be fair, like I almost had it right, and I played for I probably spent 2 hours on the thing ever. Yeah, go get a guitar. Life looks so peaceful. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's peaceful, man. I guess it's what you create for yourself, but it's definitely more peaceful being out in the country, away from the city, right? So I'm a big advocate of moving to the country these days because we live in a world of convenience, right? If you want something delivered to you, you can live out in the country. If you want to like historically you couldn't live way out in the country and run a business and stuff, right? You would have had to drive to your shop. Well, now you have online options. There's so many different ways to do things now. There's so many paths you can take, right? Like me doing YouTube. It's a prime example of living in the country in the absolute middle of nowhere, and being able to do something with it, Go to sleep. See you later. All right. Thank you for coming by, Katerina. I do appreciate it. 4 guitars, you have 2 acoustic, 2 electric, bit of an obsession. Oh, no, you need a few more to make it a total obsession. Yeah, I would say a bit of an obsession, yeah, if you get like 20 of them. Yeah, I was looking, there was a guitar streamer who played a lot of electric I used to watch. I won't mention the name of the channel. But yeah, I did enjoy that stuff for a while, but yeah, it's a whole different situation. The politics of people running channels and stuff. Yeah, anyway, but no, I definitely like a lot of Pantera and stuff. That's what I'd love to learn to play. Would be some Pantera on electric guitar. But again, like you can't do it all in life, right? I have so many hobbies. There's only so many hours in the day, unfortunately. Oh, we nearly got to 60 likes. Thank you, guys. Yep, happy Father's Day to everybody overseas. It's not Father's Day in New Zealand, I believe. I don't think so. But I will be checking when I go off stream. But I think America has a different Father's Day to what we do. How you going, Zero? How's things, mate? Start with Loom and Metallica. Oh, nice. We're nearly at the 60 likes. What do we need? We got 57 on my end. So if anybody hasn't hit the like, please do. I think we'll be wrapping this up pretty soon, guys. I'm pretty drained after trying to pull down that whole garage yesterday. I want to get a lot of stuff done around here today. I probably will do a body double stream a bit later today. But yeah, I just can't do too long a chat and then go into all that. So I will try regulate myself a little here. Try not to stream for too long. All right, yeah, I'm hungry. Someone get this man to 60. Yeah, Zero, we're close, but yeah, I'm gonna go have something to eat and drink and yeah. I put up a couple of new shorts. I put up one today, one yesterday. So if you guys want to check those out, throw a like on them. I would appreciate it. Shout outs go to our first member, Mandy, because we just got memberships today.
Oh, nice.
So we have our first member is Mandy. Our first super chatter ever, which we had yesterday. We got super chats. Lightwood for donating. Bear gave a donation as well. There was one other donation. I do forget who it was from. I'm trying to find the way I can look up who they're from afterwards. I might have to screenshot them as they come in or something. But thank you to everybody for that. And what else? Thank you to all my moderators for being here. Of course, as I go to sign off, every time I go to sign off, it jumps up into triple the viewers, right? Or something, double the viewers. That's how it goes. On my way to getting rich, or maybe. I do appreciate it, Mandy. I do appreciate all the support, guys. It's great doing a channel like this. So, yeah. Thank you for all joining me. We didn't quite hit 60 likes. We got close. We got very close, but oh well. Thank you for joining me. I will be doing another stream later on today. I would try and do these chat streams every day for mental health questions, help people out with growth and stuff like that. So, if you're looking for an environment where we can hang out, if you just joined. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Yes, I do. I do know the Muffin Man. Do I know? Yeah, I think everybody knows that name. These people aren't exactly subtle and tend to push themselves all over the internet. But anyway, no, we don't discuss that stuff here, mate. We don't discuss that. We're discussing self-improvement, self-focus. All right? I don't think that's an appropriate comment. Anyway, final shouts. Thank you to all my moderators for handling it. They've had to deal with a lot of crap over the last couple of days from people on here. So I do appreciate it, guys, and I'm very grateful for you guys watching me to get me to the monetization point. That's what it is for me. It's a milestone. All right. Come here. All right. I'm going to sign off and, yeah, deal with dog. All right. Back later, guys.